The government says it's looking to restore discipline to the management of public finances. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. In 1 month's time, the new budget comes into effect, and as the Minis administration puts measures in place to improve the country's economic standing, the finance minister points out that the economy is in dire need of transformation. Janaea Noel Ferguson has more from the budget communication.
A record-breaking $722 million will have to be borrowed by government, according to Finance Minister Peter Turnquest, to finance the country for the next fiscal year. In presenting the national budget in Parliament on Wednesday, the Deputy Prime Minister explained that $400 million is needed to satisfy debt for the past year, while more than $322 million is needed for this year's budget. He took the former administration to task for expenditure with funds derived from value-added tax.
These programs included $30 million in the current fiscal year for roadside contracts in New Providence under the aegis of the Beaches and Parks Authority. And it's important to know that that program was only budgeted at about $3 million. $25 million over 3 years for Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival, and over $10 million in consulting fees for an incomplete, I was going to use another words, but I'll start to say what was written, National Health Insurance Program.
Now, the finance minister also noted that our domestic economy has not performed well, remaining stagnant or declining every year after 2012. Now, while there was modest activity in tourism, Turnquest noted that the construction sector also suffered a major blow.
Otherwise, the softness of the construction sector as a whole was reflected in total mortgage disbursements for new construction repairs, which declined by almost 7%, following a gain of 24% in 2015. As for the two main components of the sector, the residential element contracted by 3% last year, while the commercial segment decreased sharply by 51%, and this on the heels of a 35% downturn in 2015. All is not well in the construction industry.
The government, according to Turnquest, will implement a number of fiscal measures to shore up the national economy in the long term.
We are implementing rules and procedures through the Constituency Capital Grant Act to govern the use by members of Parliament of their annual $100,000 constituency capital grant allocations. We will introduce fiscal responsibility legislation that would make it difficult for future administrations to incur deficits unabated.
Now, the Grand Bahama Port Incentive Bill will also be repealed, which Turnquest deemed a job-killing bill. Debate on the budget communication is expected to begin when the House of Assembly resumes on June 7th at 10 a.m. Janaea Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.